Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Alright, today I got a simple recipe for you. And if you want to call it a product review, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do so. So what am I making? I'm making a thing called birria or birria. Let's see what the phone says. It says the word birria, which is B-I-R-R-I-A, okay, is pronounced birria. Or in Spanish, it says birria. So you got to roll the R because it says birria. You like to roll the R in the Spanish language. I know enough about that thing. What is this thing? It's Birria Bombs, okay? Amazing product. One of my coworkers recommended this because I told them that when I'm working, I work in Santa Ana, and there's a lot of Mexican restaurants, and I always find myself stopping at the Birria Taco stands because I like the flavor. They're cheap, they're inexpensive, and like I said, they're just like a good to go-to food. So he recommended this because I want to make it at home. I've tried several different recipes, from scratch, and I couldn't get the flavor that I really wanted. But I tried these out, and they came out absolutely awesome. All right. So, picked up on Amazon called Birria Bombs from a company called Ez Bombs, okay? Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take about 8 cups of water. We're gonna put that into the Instapot. I set my Instapot on. I set it on a pressure cook because I want that water to start boiling, okay? Remember, 8 cups. The reason why 8 cups is because I'm using 2 of these. Now, if you're gonna make a smaller portion, each one of these little bombs is good for between 4 to 5 pounds of meat. I got a 10-pound chuck roast ready to go in that Instapot, okay? Now, it doesn't have to necessarily mean chuck roast. It doesn't have to, have a specific type of meat. Use whatever meat you like that shreds pretty easy because basically birria is a Mexican version of a pot roast, okay? Without all the, the carrots and all the potatoes and stuff. It's just basically meat and spices, okay? Now, going back to this, all right? Got 10 pounds of chuck roast. You can also use some tri-tip if you want. And believe it or not, they actually say that brisket is amazing with this. So I might have to try that sometime later. Well, let's get this baby rocking and rolling into the Instapot. Now that water, 8 cups of water that I put into the Instapot, it's starting to boil. As you can see the steam right there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add 2 of these bombs into the Instapot. So this is what one of the bombs looks like. It's kind of very similar to a bath bomb, okay? And if you smell it, it smells really good. You can definitely smell the flavoring. So remember, we're just gonna drop 2 of them in there. Be careful not to get a splash. Let's go ahead and get the second one in there. There we go, there's 2. And we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stir it all up before I add the meat. So right here, this is a 5-pound cut of the chuck roast, okay? So I got 2 5-pounders here. Now, you can either add this whole thing to the Instapot and then come back and shred it, or you can even cut it into chunks. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it into chunks because I got 2 of these that I wanna fit into the pot. This is all 10 pounds of meat in here. You can see it's pretty up to the top. What we're gonna do now is just kind of, coat the meat a little bit, push down on it, make sure that everything is nice and coated. Get it in there. And then we're just gonna put the lid on and let this thing sit for about 2 hours. And if you want after that, you can just let the Instapot chill for a little bit. So it's kind of like, set it for 2 hours on high, walk away from it, and then when you're ready to serve it, you're gonna have some amazing birria tacos. Well, let's go ahead and let this baby sit, and I'll see you guys in a few hours. All right, guys, the birria has been in the Instapot now for about 3.5 hours. It's time to take the lid off to show you what it looks like and what to do in the next step. All right, let's get this lid off here. Just gonna open it up, get it off camera here. And you might be able to see some of the broth. Let's see if we can lift the camera up temporarily. And there you go. Now, it's still gonna be in chunks. What I like to do now is I like to remove the chunks and we're gonna put it into a bowl and we're gonna go ahead and start shredding it. I kind of just wanted to show you a little bit for illustration purposes. And you'll see, you just start pushing down on it and it shreds on its own. And again, it looks like a pot roast that we would normally have, at home when we were younger or so. And basically, look at that, it's just shredded birria meat. And that is going to be amazing for some tacos. All right, so this is just about everything. And it looks like I didn't make a lot, but trust me, it's going to go a long way. Just keep going ahead and shredding this. In regards to the broth, they call it cosamine. I might be saying that wrong as well. But in the Mexican culture, they say that it's really good alternative to like chicken noodle soup. Which, you know, when you're under the weather, you tend to eat a lot of chicken noodle soup because chicken broth is supposed to be really good for you and helps you beat that cold and flu or whatever you have. And they say that in the Mexican culture that the cosamine does the same thing. So right now, this is all shredded, and we're just going to let the broth kind of chill out to room temperature. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it in some bowls, freeze it up, and then that way there I can go ahead and actually, let me see. I'm going to put it in a bowl, freeze it. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it in my vacuum chamber, so that way there, when you feel under the weather, you just take out whatever size serving I've decided to pack up, and just go ahead and throw it in a pot, kind of like sous vide it, and reconstitute that that broth, or reheat up the broth, so you have an amazing broth to kind of help you get away from all that nasty flu viruses and cold viruses and everything else in between. All right, one of the first things we want to put together is we want to put together some birria nachos. So what I like to do is just get some chips, put it on a paper plate here. You're going to go ahead and grab your meat here and just kind of lightly spread it out. It's a little hot, it's okay. And then what I do is I take the meat, keep spreading it, and then just grab whatever shredded cheese you have, okay? So I got a little bit of shredded cheese right here, picked up at the local store, whether it be the Mexican cheese, whatever. Just grab some of it, and you can sprinkle it on top, okay? Then what I like to do is I like to put it in my toaster oven, let it get nice and melt. I don't put this in the microwave. Reason why is because then the nacho chips seems to get kind of on the soggy side. So let me go and put this in the toaster oven at about 400 degrees. I'm gonna monitor it. It's gonna be about 10 minutes. I'm gonna pour it out, and then I'm gonna add my favorite salsa to it. All right, while that's doing that, we're gonna get the tacos ready. All right, guys, well now we're moving on to the tacos. So one of the things I like to do is warm up the taco or the tortilla shell, and then I add some shredded cheese to it, kind of melt it on there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start adding the birria meat. You can add a little, you can add a lot, whatever you prefer, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and keep adding it equally to about all three of these tacos here. Now, I'm gonna go to the fridge, grab this amazing hot sauce here. Actually, it's already on the counter, my bad. But it's called Truff, and I got it from Costco, the black one. It's sweet with a little bit of a spice to it. It is a perfect, what do you want to call it, accompaniment or whatever you want to call it, for adding to these tacos. And just a little bit goes a long way. It complements these tacos very, very, very well. Okay, so just keep adding it. Now we're going to go ahead and grab an amazing side product that I really like. And I get it from the local store. And it's called mango salsa. It basically got mangoes in it. It's got some onions in it and cilantro. Now, you really can't see it right now. So let me go ahead and open this package up, because I really want you guys to see this. And this combination, again, with the meat, the salsa, the hot sauce, it all goes together. Look at that. That's amazing. Again, mangoes, onions, cilantro. Let's go ahead and grab a spoon and we're going to go ahead and dab that right there on those tacos. And these tacos are almost ready to serve. Yum. Look at that. Put it all together. One little tablespoon. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, well, there you go, guys. That is the Birria Tacos. All right, well, here is the nachos. I forgot about them. I left them in there a little too long, but that's okay. I love burnt cheese, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab that other salsa I got from Costco. It was on clearance. I was kind of surprised. I said, it's Costco. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But it's called Lola's, and it's cherry jalapeno. It's really super good, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and add a couple dollops of that nice salsa to this. And spread it out evenly. Again, this salsa is actually really good. So I think next time that Costco releases it, I'm going to jump on it right away. It was kind of expensive at first, but on clearance it's actually really, really cheap. Well, there you go, guys. That is the Birria Nachos. All right, guys. Well, there you go, man. We got some tacos. We've got some Birria Nacho. Off camera, we're going to do some quesadillas. I'm sure you guys can figure out how to do that. But there you go, guys. Quick, easy, at-home, Mexican-inspired recipe. Birria tacos, birria quesadillas, birria nachos, birria whatever you want. Get the kids involved. They're going to have fun making all of this and make your family night an enjoyable night. Well, there you go, guys. Crazy Dave, I'm out.